It's my favorite company. Uber. Yes. Yes. The crooked, law breaking, horrible, evil, demonic company. Uber was in the news today. Why? Because Uber managed to convince Google to delete a Chrome extension. A gentleman named, I want to Armin Sammy, or Armin Sami, perhaps. I'm not sure. We're going to say Armin Sami created a Chrome extension called Uber Cheats, and basically what it did was Uber drivers could put in their deliveries for the day, and it would sort of double check Uber's figures. And I say sort of double check because Uber, let's just say, has a long and very well documented history of underpaying drivers and cheating drivers out of getting a few miles, all this kind of crap. And this extension helped the drivers know. So, of course, Uber would go to Google and say, you've got to delete this because they're using our trademark intellectual property, our name. And wow. So, Google, of course, being champion of the little guy, capitulated immediately and deleted
Sounds like
the
them.
extension. Yeah, yeah.
But
Now,
aren't they just going to open up tomorrow as Sluber cheats?
Yeah, that's all you
well,
gotta do.
this was mentioned in the Vice article about it, and to his credit or not, Mr. Sami, the creator of the app, felt that it was less than principled to change the name because he wasn't really banking, you know what I mean, and he doesn't want to, so he wants to fight it out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not using Uber's trademark in the same way that they imply he is. He's calling them filthy, dirty thieves.
Yeah.
That's more of a statement.
This Russell, you have experience with Prius Owners Group.
Yes.
We've seen the cease and desist letters from Toyota for Prius Chat.
Yes.
This is another thing where not attempting to confuse consumers by representing the company. And that was one of the silly arguments in the statement that Uber filed with Google, saying that people may download this extension believing that it is actually the Uber app.
Uber only offers mobile apps.
It doesn't. They don't. This whole thing doesn't do anything for Uber. You put in a start and a destination, and it routes you and tells you the distance. That's all that it does. And Uber's like, well, it's confusing to the consumer.
Hey, while you're here, smash the subscribe button.
The drivers are not consumers; they are independent contractors. So say proposition whatever.
Right.
5?
But Uber's argument, now I'm standing on their side of the fence, is that it was downloadable to anyone. Anyone who went to the Google store or whatever the hell it's called could look at this and say, oh, I went to Uber app, so I can order Uber, and then they download it. It's
Perhaps
one
they
of
should
those
start
things,
the web app.
well, somebody would download it and they would say, well, this isn't what I thought it was, and they would delete it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, like, Uber cheats? Yeah. I don't want that.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want lunch at all.
I'm waiting for the headline that says that Uber sues the German language for infringing on their trademark.
Repeatedly.
Yes. That's coming.
Especially with the umlauts. They used to have umlauts on their logo.
Yeah. Yeah. They jazzed it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just stupid. Although I will say one thing that I think is funny is when I first read that Uber got Uber Cheats removed from Google, I misread it and originally thought it said that Uber got Uber Eats removed from Google. Yeah. Like,
we don't want to bring you a sandwich.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can see them doing that too.
Well, suffice to say, Uber's still an evil piece of shit. That's just my opinion. And I used Uber's name, and I welcome their legal team to send us a cease and desist for saying Uber sucks. Don't use Uber. How's that?
You did say one thing, Russell, that got me thinking. You had mentioned Uber's long and well-documented history of cheating drivers. And, one example in this Vice article was, the guy was, he was paid for 1 mile It ended
Right.
up being a 4-mile delivery. And then he realized that what it was is that Uber just drew a straight line,
Through the
assuming
building.
that this guy is going to fly over buildings, or walk through buildings or whatever.
It'd probably still be
And,
1.3 miles, so he's got to go up and then come back down.
yeah, right. And you think about it, and Uber just has to cheat a little bit each time.
Mm-hmm.
It was at Superman 2 in Office Space. All you're doing is rounding to pennies. But when
Do you
you
remember the
look
give
at
and
the
take
number,
take a penny? Yeah, we're just taking a million pennies.
yes, and they're just doing it for every single person a little bit, hopefully just a little bit enough that they don't notice or don't care. And then they're playing the magnification game and cheating as many people as they can for as little as they can get away with.
They probably want the account to grow as fast as it did in the movie.
Grubhub does the same thing.
Oh,
They play the
but
same
They
game.
do even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some fees, and then they charge the restaurant the same fees.
Yeah. And then charge the drivers and everything else.